Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Today we're looking at 3 penny stocks to buy, but these are actually UK penny stocks. 3 of the best UK penny stocks to buy right here, right now. Now I have covered some of these before and we have some brand new ones as well. So if you appreciate all this, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel as well. I'll of course go through whether I own this penny stock or not. And we're having a little look at the stock. This is not a deep dive analysis, but I want to go through what they do, my thoughts, etc., their share price, and yeah, why I think this is a good investment. So let's get into this. The first one up here is actually ticker symbol HE1. Quite a unique ticker symbol, HE1, and we are talking about Helium 1 Global. Now, this one has actually been on a crazy run. I'm going to go straight into the share price. Currently trades for 21.5. Okay, that's 21 pence or 21.5 pence basically. And yeah, it's been on a big run actually, because when we first spoke about these, they was at around about 7 pence. So from the time we spoke about these, they're actually up about 200%. So yeah, you can check out that previous video as well. Helium 1, so we're up 200%. Now, if we look at the penny stock market right now, all penny stocks are pretty much down from where they was 2 months ago. Helium 1 is an exception. If we look at the 6-month graph here, this has actually been pretty much holding its own and going from strength to strength. And if we look at the 1-month graph, we're actually up on the month at 133%. Crazy gains in this one, but yeah, Helium 1, like I said, I spoke about this before. This company is focused on exploring and developing, ultimately becoming a producer of high-grade helium for international market, which is a critical material essential in modern technologies. I haven't really looked at other helium companies before, so this was very exciting and interesting when looking into this. The company has 3 different project areas and it currently has a portfolio in Tanzania. The team will leverage their combined technical, industrial and corporate experience to advance these assets towards production, capitalizing on a current highly compelling global helium market. Now I know you're thinking, is helium really that necessary? Yes, it's actually a growing market, really growing, and there is a big demand for it right now. Global demand is estimated to be around 6 billion cubic feet per annum, with the compound annual global growth rate at 3%. So it's definitely growing for sure, and the current global bulk liquid helium is thought to be around 2.7 billion with the unit price per 1,000 meters of 135% in the past 2 years. And you can see this picture right here. Okay, this is a percentage here of some helium uses: lifting balloons, fiber optics, electronics, welding, MRI, etc. Lots of different sectors that helium is actually required for. And this is from their investor presentation. You can see some of these different pictures right here: water balloons, like I say, gas balloon, fiber optics, nuclear fuel rods, etc. Okay, lots of different sectors right here. This is a vital resource essential in modern technologies with major critical and irreplaceable uses throughout the science, medicine and manufacturing industries. And the unique thing about helium is it cannot be substituted in a number of higher value manufacturing processes, key growth areas in medical, aerospace, electronics and computing. So without shadow of doubt, this is a necessity, okay, and it's in growing markets as well. We look here at the helium uses, you can see this chart, it's just growing year after year. From 2021 this is predicted to 2030. Look at that growth, insane growth rate there, and also the forecasted annual growth rate in Chinese helium demand as well. And year after year, you know, all of these different sectors, the global helium gas market tapping into all those different percentages, with MRI being the highest there of 20%. But this is the main thing right here: helium shortage. There is a supply shortage of helium and rising prices, which means there is a demand, okay, supply and demand right here. Helium 1 is in a sector which is taking advantage of this. See, a lack of supply becomes apparent. Primary helium stocks have averaged plus 650% over 12 months of January. So that's why we are seeing this massive increase, because there is a big supply shortage as well. This company is in a growing sector. Things are really looking good for this company. Lots of news coming out. They're on track with their May targets, and now they're on track for their June targets as well. Like I said, let's just finish off looking at the share price here. Currently it's 21.5, which is 21.5 pence per share. And yeah, we'll go back to 6 months ago. Just 6 months ago, it was actually at 4p. So from those 4p highs, we are actually currently up over 400%. Lack of supply, growing demand, lots of good things coming off helium, lots of good news coming out, and they're on track to meet their targets as well. Helium 1, HE1 is my first stock on this list. Moving on to the second company, we're looking at one I have spoke about before. Okay, this is ticker symbol BIDS, bidsstack. Now, bidsstack is actually kind of opposite to helium here. It's actually been on a downward trend, but for me, that's just a buying opportunity for this one. Bidsstack is the leading in-game advertising platform. Now, this has a couple different focus. You can see, I'm going to play this video, going to put this video up here, okay? This basically, it empowers brands to place advertisements into spaces that sit naturally within video games. So you can see lots of different adverts going on throughout the games, okay? It doesn't really distract from the game itself. You're not having a pop-up advert where you have to skip ads or whatever in the middle of a game. They're just placed around the game. For example, a football pitch, they could be placed around a football pitch, or a racing track around the racing track, okay? It's kind of like subtle advertising. You see it as you're playing the game, and maybe it puts the thought in your head, potentially. But this is a growing sector, the gaming industry and advertising, two sectors there combining the uses with bidsstack. And the two main streams from this one is the advertisers, which we just spoke about, okay? In-game advertising helps brands reach a diverse, growing and highly engaged audience in a brand safe and seamless way. So you have the advertisers, and then you have the game developers, people who are actually making the game. Look at this, the logo here of bidsstack on the football t-shirt. That could be any company, okay? Yeah, it may not be in your face, but it is there on the screen. It's definitely going to help promote these products. Our ads are not pop-ups or unskippable videos. They are native ads that fit seamlessly into the game and game environments. It's also going to bring the game more up to date, more in real life, okay? Because current news, maybe there's vaccination news around the boards. Make it really relevant, okay, to the current day situations. The great thing about bidsstack is because this is a social media, I guess, or a game advertisement, technology-based company, it's constantly putting out news. They actually have this bidsstack bulletin board which comes out every single week. It's really interesting. You can read about it. It gives you information on the sector, what's going on, and the company as well. But we can go into some of their investor news, and actually this is their financial results. This was the results here from 2020. Now, the revenue of 1.7 million, which is in excess of market expectations. So it beat market expectations right there. Cash as well is 2.3 million, in line with market expectations. The loss before tax, 6.99, once again in line. And it also ran over 40 in-game advertising campaigns, 20 new partners, including bidsstack's approved partner network. Lots of great things, okay, here. Even 6 new esports team collaborations and 2 franchises signed. They are gaining more and more momentum. That was the 2020 end of year results right there. Now, if we look at their stock, like I say, this is actually ticker symbol BIDS, or epic code BIDS. Currently for just over 4 pence, 4.23, okay? Very, very cheap. And now this is actually, like I say, it's been opposite. We look at their 6-month graph. This actually went up to highs at one point of around about 13 pence per share. From those highs, we're actually down 67%. Now this is more in line with what we're seeing across the board. However, that's quite a big drop off, okay? And that was to do with some of the news coming out, which I really don't think that should have sold off anywhere near that amount for sure. But like I say, most of these penny stocks run up around end of December, mid-February, and then they started dropping. But we can see in the last month, once again, we are a bit red, okay? We're down about 19% in the last month. Currently 4 pence. Now, I personally think this is extremely good prices. I never thought it would get back to these levels again. 4 pence. That would be the levels that this company was at back about August time last year. And they've definitely improved since August. They've gained more acquisitions. The financials are looking slightly better in terms of cash, revenue, etc. Things are actually looking better for this company than August last year. So to be currently trading at August prices, I personally think it's a good time to be getting in if you haven't already. But please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research if you're planning to invest. And my last one up here is a brand new company. Never spoke about this on the channel. This is actually One Media Group, okay, ticker symbol OMIP, and this is a digital music rights acquirer, publisher and distributor. Another growing sector. We're not looking at sectors that are dying out here, we're looking at growing demand here. It specializes in purchasing and monetizing intellectual property, IP rights, with proven repeat income streams. And we can actually go into what they do here. Their vision and strategy is unlocking the true value of content. One Media aims to become the leading digital media content provider focused on acquiring and digitalizing mixed media content to explore the shift from physical to all digital formats. And they say as the company matures, it will expand its reach into new territories via its many strategic partners and digital platforms, whilst focusing on how best to continue to develop its technology platform. So this is really exciting, okay? Another interesting company. 3 completely different companies here today on the board. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But you can see here, One Media is a digital music rights acquirer, publisher and distributor. But what I really want to point out from this is it adds value by its content maximizing its availability in over 600 digital stores globally, including Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon and Spotify. We have all heard of those 4 names: Apple, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube. They are 4 of the big giants, and this company has over 600 digital stores globally as well. Their TV and digital gaming, whilst its video content is primarily viewed on YouTube, where One Media operates over 20 YouTube channels. One Media's music is widely used for synchronization in film, TV and digital gaming. So I really do like this company. I think it's very interesting. It's very cheap as well right now. But one of the main key things about this company why I do really like them, aside from what they're doing, is their financials. growing and growing and growing. I'll go put this up on the screen right now. Their 2020 financial highlights. Look at this. Revenue up 14% to 4 million. Operating profit. This company is making a profit of 16%, 1 million right there. And the EBITDA also up 38% to 1.49 million. But look at this graph, revenue. Growing year after year after year. From 2016, 2020, it has been growing consistently. Same as their profit. Their profit has pretty much been mirroring the revenue growth. And the same for the EBITDA, has also been mirroring this growth. Now, aside from the financials growing, the market is also growing. Look at this. Global recorded music revenues total to 21.6 billion in 2020. Now, obviously, this could be, helped here from the pandemic as well. We did see a slight drop-off, a tiny drop-off here in 2010, 2011, 2012. But since pretty much 2014, this has been growing markets, growing sectors. Look at where it was in 2020, $21.6 billion compared to 10 years prior to that of 14.9. So this has substantially been growing with a global revenue growth of plus 7.4%. And one more thing about this company, okay, they actually pay a dividend as well. In March 2021, the EBITDA and dividend declaration. So not only are you getting the growth of this company here, you're actually getting the dividend payout as well. That's very good for if you're a shareholder in this company. And in February 2021, they acquired 21 Vision Catalog royalties. They launched their new Men and Motors in January. The acquisition of more royalties in January as well. You know, lots of good news coming out. This is just some of the key highlights here, okay? But there's obviously a lot more going on in this company as well. But let's look at their share price. They currently trade for just over 8 pence per share. And it's been looking quite nice lately. If you look at the last month, okay, it's quite a less volatile company, I like to say, okay. Up 10% in the last month. Very unusual for penny stocks. And last 6 months, once again, we're growing and growing. We're up 44%. That's how you know right now. This is a company where the whole market, the penny stock market, the volatility, and the stocks in general are kind of down in the last couple of months. This company is the opposite. Once again, it has been growing and growing. And they have a PE ratio of 24.56, okay? Slightly high. However, this is a profitable company with a market cap of only 18.2 million. I really do like this company. I think it's got lots of potential. I do not currently hold them. However, it's definitely one I'm looking to get into. And if we do see a slight pullback, which I'm not sure we will, I'll definitely be looking to pull the trigger on these as well. But that's my 3 penny stocks to buy here right now. 3 UK penny stocks. Let me know what some of your favorite penny stocks are. Do you hold on to any of these 3 as well? I actually have a few more I want to cover, so I may well go ahead and do a part 2 to this video as well. As always, if you appreciate this video, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. I have a Patreon with exclusive content, live streams, and we have a free Discord. Feel free to head over and join them as well. Thanks for watching, and until next time.